And it's preparing setting my meeting for YouTube Live, which it is. Perfect. Okay, that's something working. I'm always pleased when something works. At least this is working. Okay, we're having people then sign on as we go through it. I'll also try to record on with my computer just to make sure. I'll record full screen. Okay, so I have that. Let me go to my notepad. Okay, so we have that going. I think we're even do a loom. Let's see if the loom will work. Let's start recording. It's interesting, Loom, I think every so often asks me to insert again my username and password. I think they're trying to make sure that for identification purposes. Okay, so I'm doing Loom. Okay, welcome everybody. I see everybody coming back online. There's issues with the Wi-Fi on the Coral Gables campus. Hopefully we can resolve that. I was told that if you go into guests, Kane's guest, that supposedly was working. And we always have issues and we'll try to deal with it. Okay, my goal today is to sign off on all the group projects, number one. And number two, to talk about next week and the what's going to be happening for the entire semester that you have. Next week is Monday is April 1st, and our last class is the last day in April 29th, Monday. That is when all groups will be doing formal presentations. You'll be doing a short version of your project. I will be giving you feedback on how I think you can make improvements. After I do this, your group will do a formal recording complete with all your going through your entire project along with everything in your website and all of your social media, other processes that you do for your project. You'll record it as a formal group that you'll be proud to present to anyone. And you will then upload that without a password to your final project folder in your group project part. That will be on the 29th. So each week we will have milestones to go through. I'll go into more detail next week. Next Monday, we will have the representative from Wix give us a short presentation on the capabilities of Wix. She knows what our project is, so she will be gearing it towards our project of AI consulting. And she will also give us a code where we can upgrade to the business plan, where we also get free domain names. So right now we're not going to be upgrading to free domain names, but we'll look at it. I will then, let me share my screen and go through. And Daniel, you want to moderate? Is there anyone else that want to join
Sure, I can.
Daniel in moderation? Who's volunteering?
Oh, no, that was me, Daniel.
Okay, Daniel. Does anyone else want to help? Helena, do you want to help him? Just if you do you mind, Helena?
Yes.
Okay, just check on if anyone's having issues here. Later on, we'll go through this. So if I go to the what's due section, we know that the cloud has been covered. We know that Monday you have chapter 14 on artificial intelligence, part of that. You also know that you should also read these two links. Dylan, can you be so kind and put this regenerative AI and artificial intelligence? I think a lot of people haven't done that. Can you just copy it again to the April 1st?
Yep.
Thank you. Just that on both entire sections on that, and then do it for the other sections as well. Thank you so much. And that way we can do it of basically looking at a generative AI work. What are the benefits? What are the cases as well? I'll be next week also going over with you one of the sites, and you can use this for your project too. I don't know if everyone is aware of this, but you can, let me just do this. If you go to copilot.microsoft.com, you can use their website as an everyday companion, just like ChatGPT. And what's interesting here, and you may want to pay attention, is you can choose a conversational style. You can make it more creative, more balanced, and more precise. I think in the beginning, start with more balanced. You can use this for your own processes, for your own group, to include that as another brainstorming opportunity. And you can use it as well in your website, and you can use it as well as a service. So many of you can even give a service in teaching then companies and businesses, which they're going to be coming many times to you asking, how do I get started? What should I do? Is even starting with this conversational style. And you can see that it also has Copilot, and it also has something called Notebook, where you can write a detailed prompt and you can collaborate with Copilot. It's interesting kind of to use both of those. And just so you know that everything is happening so quickly, if you basically think about Zoom and AI, is basically Zoom presented basically today a competitor of Zoom AI Companion, and it's a competitor to Microsoft and Microsoft Teams, where they're asking then, which is interesting, for organizations to use Zoom AI Companion. So it's just amazing how quickly, for collaborating, connecting, and creating with meetings, you could review this as well as a possibility where you can ask questions. So this was just announced this week. Amazing. And they're competing with Microsoft Teams, that Zoom now wants their entire infrastructure to be used by enterprises. So that's the case. So my goal, so today is all students will decide on their project proposals. I've looked at those project proposals and there were a couple of groups that still need to work on it. What I think to do today is twofold, is to do breakout groups. Is there anyone who is not in a group? Can you put that in the chat if anyone is not in a group? Anyone, raise your hand if you're not in a group. Everyone's in a group. We need to know right now. Otherwise, what I'm going to do, group 9, we've renumbered to group 8. So we have 8 groups now. What I want to do is this is what I want you to do, is I'd like you to, we'll do breakout groups, decide with your group, what is your number 1 choice, number 2 choice, and number 3 choice. I will come around to each group and sign off. We'll decide together which project you can at least start with. Then what I'd like you to do between now and Monday is start investigating what products you want to evaluate. I'm requiring not only with the website, just in the beginning, that we have 2 to 3 social media sites that we're going to go to, so we can you can start having certain people in your group they'll be the leaders in the social media. You can maybe even have leaders in Wix website. What I suggest you do is, even between now and Monday, try just playing around with Wix. Use the free version. There's 2 ways to use Wix. One is have them basically create the website for you using basically their AI generation. Or 2, say you'll do it on your own and you'll pick a certain template. You can pick a certain template, for instance, a consulting template. We'll have the person with Wix come and show us in more detail, but I'd like you to play around with it. You can try as many free websites as you want with Wix. It doesn't matter. And then we can take one of those. Each group will eventually have a free one that they're happy with. And then we'll upgrade. Once we're happy with that, we'll upgrade to the paid version that we are not paying for. And then we'll pick then a good domain name that will be useful not only for your group project, but to continue if you'd like. And then we'll have more features that we can use in the paid versions, like bookings and calendars and things like that we get in the booking site. So between now and then, you can go to Wix and play around with it. And each person in your group can even play around with it. If you want to work on it together, you need to, and let me share here. You need to invite, there has to be one person here in the roles and permissions. You have to send in your roles and permissions, and this you can just basically Google it and search it. How do you invite other people to collaborate on your Wix site? So you go to rules and permissions, and you can invite other people to be managers on your site. So you can have them be then website managers, or even in this case, be co-owners. So you can check that status. So you give them rights, just like we're doing roles and permissions. The disadvantage with Wix, the biggest disadvantage, it is not like Google Docs. So only one person can work at a time. But what you could do is you can go into Zoom, and as you're sharing, you could share your screen and show what you're doing, and you can work together with it as groups. I don't want to micromanage, but what we need to do is make sure that each person in the group has their own roles in the group, but to get the job done. So what I'd like to do is that part. Any questions that people would like to ask me? Put it in the chat, or you can unmic yourself. So let's do this. Let me then do some breakout rooms, and then I need to have the breakout rooms of 8. Is that correct, Daniel?
Yeah, I can do it for you if you'd like.
Okay.
I
And
already
is
have
that
it pulled up.
correct, Dylan?
I
I
have to
think
click
I
create.
have then, I have the rooms then where I'm gonna open then all the rooms here. And what I'd like you to do is go to your room of 1 through 8. I will pass through those 1 through 8. And if you can start, maybe in this case, Dylan, going through 6, 7, and 8, and I'll start from the top. And Daniel, if you want to look and help some of those folks, we'll do that. Once we establish it, what I'd like you to do, even when I'm in there, is start thinking and creating notes of who's going to be responsible, who's going to look at the website, start the websites as well. Once we create the websites, they ask for a credit card. They don't charge for those credit cards when it's a free version, and then when it does, we'll put in the code. Make sure that you don't do the paid versions. We'll get the business basics. Okay, so if you can then go to your rooms, I'll start joining in group 1, and then Dylan, why don't you start with group 8, and you can start in the middle and then go down. Daniel, you can start if you want from group 6. Okay. Anything, Dylan, that I need?
I think you're good.
Okay, so did everybody join? So let's join a group now. If you're having issues, can you see it?
I don't think they're active yet, the breakout rooms.
Why? I thought I just did it. Why is it I have it? Breakout rooms in progress. What happened? It's not working? Do I have 26? Let me just close
I
it.
see the room.
Hold on, close out the rooms. Hold on, let me try again. Close all rooms. Let me do the breakout. I have 8 breakout rooms. Open all breakout rooms. Hold on. Are they available to you now? Do you see it, Dylan?
No, I don't.
Does anybody have it that they're seeing it?
We have to assign them manually.
What?
Maybe we have to assign them manually.
I did sign it. Breakout rooms. Let me close all rooms again. Let me close it. Let me try again. Breakout rooms. Recreate. Let me recreate. I'm recreating that part. Okay. Recreate. Let's see. Does this work? Yes?
I see them, but that's because I'm co-host.
Okay, can you join? Are people joining? Okay,
I could
think
start
people are
moving
joining.
people.
Yeah,
Oh,
but no,
yeah, they're going,
let
they're
people
going.
join first. I see Whitney already in there. Okay. And then we'll meet back again, and then we'll take attendance.
I'm sorry, I don't see the
I don't see
um,
it either.
breakout room.
You already hit
Which group are you
more.
in?
I'm in group 2.
I'm in
I
5.
can move.
Yeah, I'm in 5 too.
Can you assign them?
Yep. Sophie, you said 5?
Yeah.
Ike?
So who's left? Ike? Ike, are you in what
He moved,
room are
he
you
moved.
in? He's in. Okay, great. So I'll start with group. You have any questions, both of you? I'll probably make the final decision.
Hmm.
Okay,
Okay,
so we
but
should give them guidance.
You want me and Daniel in separate ones or the same one?
I think, what do you want to do?
We can just go different ones, do them really quickly, and then we'll probably be done so that you could look at them.
What would you prefer, Dylan?
Yeah, we can do different ones. It'll go quicker, but
Or we have now, it's 4 o'clock, so I'd like to end at 4:30, so 30 minutes. So maybe in this case, maybe start the first one together, Dylan
we
and
can go
Daniel,
to
and then you
8.
can be on like the same
one?
page of what kind of,
That's fair. Yeah.
so
Who will
start
flip it?
with, who didn't do it, would start with 6?
6 did not do it.
Yeah,
We
so
should do
start,
9, 9 has it,
okay,
or 8, my bad.
okay. All right, so I'm gonna join group 1, okay?
Okay.
All right, I'll join 8.
Okay, see you.
Ugh, that was all right. You're muted.
This room is recorded. Should we make our own?
Huh?
Like, should we make our own break?
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, sure. Can we?
I don't see any.
Or we can just sit here and talk about stuff that's fine being on the recording.
How's the weather?
Huh?
How's the weather?
Pretty beautiful today.
Yeah, it looks good over here.
Huh?
No, it looks good over here.
Yeah. Wait, where's Professor at right now?
Did you see the sports ball the other night?
Huh?
No, like NPC conversations.
Oh, dude, one idea I had for the sports one is ChatGPT could like write different workouts or like team training
That
train,
exists though.
but they could do their own kind of thing about it or like make it focused to say like I don't know, like marathon runners.
Like, they're supposed to be a consulting company. So the fact they're coming up with these business ideas is fine, but their focus should be on bringing their solutions towards other companies, like
It's
licensing
definitely
their products or
it's definitely easier to do consulting.
much
Like
easier.
it's
And we
more
made
like
it that way.
possible.
But now they want to do it in a more difficult way. So
Mm-hmm. I
that's
just
okay for them.
some of these just won't be as possible, but
Yeah. And I wonder how she'll deal with two concepts that are very similar, like the mental health ones.
I think that's fine because ultimately, like in other periods too, there'll probably be like a mental health one and like
I know, but like Spencer put
someone
that
stealing my
already.
idea again one.
Copy paste a couple edits.
Uh,
That's all I'm saying. Like they have to be unique in a substantive way.
I think it'll just get a bit repetitive, but as long as they make it like they have their own spin to it.
Yeah. Interesting ideas. Some of them seem like AI generated ideas, some of them seem genuinely unique.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Professor.
Hi, Professor.
So I've gotten up to, I think, group 5 I've approved. So it's
Mhm.
Okay.
6, 7, and 8. What's 6, 7, and 8?
I think 8 had a good idea. 7, they only had one idea, but that idea was pretty good also.
Okay.
6 had a solid idea, I would say.
Okay, so what is 8?
What was 8 again? Um, I mean, we can ask them when they come. I forgot.
Okay. Okay, so let me just send out,
Workflow
close all rooms so
stuff.
we can come back.
It was the one that was similar to Monday.
Oh yeah.
Which is what?
Oh, it's like a way of organizing yourself based on your tasks and how long they might take.
Okay.
You might want to talk to them about it too, though.
Okay. All right.
An interesting idea.
Okay.
I think it was by wow.
Okay, so I need 6, 7, and 8 to get to. And thank you for checking those out. Okay, folks, everybody here with me? Maybe we'll do this. I'm going to take attendance. The groups that I saw, so groups 1 through 5 are outstanding. I'm just so excited that I think maybe, what was it? Trump had his social media going public. I think you guys can do a better job, okay? That you can go public on some of these great ideas, but at least it is usable. You understand my idea that you can understand it, that you can pursue it, and it's real. And I think really it's exciting. And that you will be able to review. My goal is you'll be able to review the generative AI software that's available now, and you can show examples on how to use it to solve these problems. That's my goal. and the other things are outside of it. So you can leave this class and you can say, hey, you want to see what I can do? Here it is. And actually, people, I was telling some other groups, I just met with someone from Microsoft, she's a trainer, and she used to just do training. She's inundated, literally inundated with companies coming to her asking, we don't know what to do with AI. And even when you think it's going to be simple ideas, think about it. You're a company, you're running the company. You don't have time to look at this to try to figure out what are the right prompts, where should I do this, how should I improve it? And it's really an idea that it's partly learning as we go, and then new products coming in, new features coming in. It's hard to keep up. And I could see it as you guys could set this up as really consulting company. We'll tell you every week. That's why I like the idea of a podcast. Every week we'll tell you about our new episode, what's new. It's not other companies, it used to be, right? Every half year or every year they came up with a new release. Now it's every day. Zoom came up with today, it's mind-boggling. I can't keep up. And I do this for a living. So how does a normal person do it with having to run a business? So I think it's great. We'll do attendance. 6, 7, and 8. I need to, if you could stay with me to at least I'll be able to sign off on with what your project is. We'll meet on Monday. The Wix representative is coming Monday to give us the code, but also to show us a number of features. So if you get stuck, you want to do like play around, just make an Instagram, right? Doesn't have to be your final one. Make a little video, say, how do I integrate my stories to Wix, or how do I get Zoom and send out invitations from Zoom? Other things that you try out. The more you try out, the more it's exciting for you guys, and the more I can give you feedback. And thank you, Daniel and Dylan, for helping me out. Okay, any questions before? Stay with me afterwards. Otherwise, let me share my screen. And I will make sure I'm in the right section, do attendance. And those that were not in your group, reach out to them. They are part, all these, you want to even record when you're meeting and so forth. You don't want to have people just be hanger-ons, You want everybody to take the weight. So this is it, 9224. I'm excited to see what you guys come up with, and
I
how
agree.
you can flourish. My pleasure. It was great. And thank you for all your participation. Okay, 9224. Let me do this. We got 9224, so I can stop sharing, right? And then I can listen to questions, right? And then you'll jot, it's then anybody that needs anything about the attendance, we can do this. So let me just stop sharing so I can talk about the different groups. Okay, so is group 6 here? Anyone representing group 6?
I'm here.
Okay, so Tatiana, so what did you guys decide?
So we are thinking of going with our idea. Sorry, I'm just pulling it up so I can have like all my information actually correct. It's an interview prep sort of AI platform. And
I like it.
Our ideas for like setting ourselves apart include interview simulators, like actual voice to voice questions and responses and real-time feedback, resume revision, personalized coaching with that
Yeah, I love
feedback.
it. I love it.
Okay.
Okay, excellent. I'm going to sign off on it. The only thing I'm going to give you a caveat to, and this is to all the groups, is you can create your website this is kind of our goal of the consulting, and that you'll show kind of going down. You can even do research on who is already doing some of that. And then you'll do like little scenarios of you, for instance, Tatiana, going for a hiring search and doing kind of like role playing and you can even compare then, I'm making simple, like a Chat GPT, a Copilot, a Gemini, and a Claude, and even have say to, I'm going on an interview, help me with my interview. There are some problems there, and then show scenarios on it. I like it. Rewrite, you've written it already?
Yeah, the proposals on
Okay.
under a group project.
Your group 6 is fine. You're ready to.
Thank you.
So what I would do is I would look at what's available already and then start, have somebody in your group start, and this is for everybody, start Wix already. Put in the credit card, you go for the free version, you don't get charged, and then basically give everyone in your group a collaboration role. And then just start play around with it, because on Monday we're having the Wix representative come in. So that'll be an opportunity. This is where we got stuck. We would have liked to have our Instagram stories be linked to Wix. How do we do it? Or I wanted to do Zoom invitations. How do I do it? Things like that. So try it out. It's for everybody. So that's group 6. Okay. And then what do I have? Group 7. Who's my rep from group 7?
We're group
Okay,
7.
Sai, what did we decide on?
We decided on using AI to help recent grads and people who are unemployed find jobs through using AI.
I like it.
Okay.
Okay, same thing as I told you before. Even start with
Right.
small ones of how do I help? You maybe even can look at the AI that almost LinkedIn has and others are going to do. Also have it part of it of interviewing is part of it, helping
Right.
people do interviews, kind of scenarios, simulations.
Resume builders.
Yeah, I like it, and use what's
Yeah.
available and have evaluate some of the software, software that can help you
Yeah.
find the jobs and so forth. I like it.
Right. No problem.
And then you may want one other thing, you may
Yep.
want to focus on university, either internships or those that are just graduating,
Mhm.
rather than all the unemployed and so forth. I would concentrate on
Like interning in college.
interning
Yeah.
and looking for jobs.
Okay.
Looking for intern jobs, you may even just set it on that, or looking at intern jobs are just about to graduate.
Got it. I'll make sure to add that.
So that'll be unique. You
Mhm.
understand? Then you're linked, you're going to compete with LinkedIn.
Got it.
I'd rather do it. College, university students. That's my game. I know where I would have
Right.
problems. You know it better than
That's
me.
our niche. Yep.
That's your niche. And hey,
Yep.
who else do I want to do it? Is someone, and then the companies could even, those other companies, those headhunters could come out to you and say, hey, we want to,
Advertise.
advertise, cooperate, and then later on exit with them, in those niche kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
We look at for the exit.
Got it. Thank you.
Bye. Okay. So that was 7. You were 7.
We're 7.
Okay. And who's my 8?
I'm 8.
Okay. So what is 8?
So we're gonna do a way for students to kind of optimize their workflow and track the different tasks that they have to complete for the day, and their tasks will be weighted. So if they have a test upcoming, then that will be at the top of their list, and it gives them a way to track their progress.
Okay. I like it. The thing is, you may even say with the weighting, who's going to set up the weighting scales? That may be difficult.
We would have the individuals, I guess.
Okay, put it in. So you know what I would start with? Of prompting. Start with even the generic ones, like I told you, like the Chat GPTs, the Claudes and so forth, of giving them what are set prompts, and you'll practice with that and view that, or what do you have to do for today? What's your month? asking certain questions. Okay,
Yeah.
what is going to be due first, second, third, and make it as an overall almost templates.
Yeah, you could also put in like your current grade that you have, like how
Yeah,
many points left,
but make
your
them as
goal.
templates
Yeah.
that you'll have it. That's what you're giving right now, is we're giving you almost templates to start doing it every day.
Yeah. Okay.
And then have somebody in your group already start the Wix. Assign that already today. Who's going to want to start that? Have other people even start thinking who wants to be starting up some of these social media, and
Mhm.
then review, start thinking about what are the key scenarios. You almost have, I could see it as a number of different prompts that you need to do.
Yeah.
And set that up and show me. Okay, perfect. Okay, great.
Thanks.
Okay, then I'm just so pleased. Okay, now I have other questions. I have my group here. So how can I help you? Is there something that I need to turn off? I'm recording.
Yeah, turn off
Okay.
recording.
Okay, so, all right.